Watching NappyCast by Jason Nappy Weather. You wouldn't know there's a winter storm going on in southern Maine. Look at Caribou. Clear blue sky. Hopefully you saw that partial solar eclipse this morning. But yeah, there's definitely a winter storm going on, and eventually it will push up north into the county. Just give it some time. We are going to see a winter storm. Right now to the south in southern Maine and Sanford, you've got freezing rain, a wintry mix. We had snow. We got all that going on. So it's really the split state forecast going on today. That is pretty typical here in Maine. Clear north and a storm going on to the south right now. So we'll get into the forecast and show you what's going on. I'll break things down for you hour by hour, take you through the weekend, get you ready for the work week too. All that's going on here. A lot to talk about in the forecast now. Look at the clearing going on up in the county. Clear blue sky there in Caribou and Bangor. There's some higher clouds. No real precip that much yet, a little bit. And then down to the south, we've got that moisture, you got the cloud cover. That's where you got the storm going on. So we'll go ahead. I want to show you what's going on with the storm. And look at temperatures here. So the northeast wind, you've got just about single digits up in the county. 10 degrees, really close, low teens. And then it is 34 down around Kittery. Okay, big difference right now, but the northeast wind is going to keep things on the cooler side today, and that's going to be the key. You look here at radar. I'll do southern Maine first and show you the pink. So that's a wintry mix of a little bit of freezing rain and some sleet. Mostly it's been freezing rain this morning with temperatures are 32 or below. I could see a little bit of sleet mixing in, but really you see here on the radar where all this mixing is going on according to the radar. I'll show you that in a second. But the snow, which has been moderate to heavy up in Raymond, Lewiston, heading up towards Casco Bay and the mid-coast, and it's much lighter to the north. I'll put the radar on heading up in the county. There's nothing, obviously, a clear blue sky. Some light snow from Harmony, Exeter, back towards just south of Eastport. But that is really it for now. So the first wave of the storm is going to be to our south. There's a stationary front, see that here over Providence, and that's right now where that's going to stay, if not sag a little bit to the south. I'll switch to correlation coefficient, so this dual pole radar can pick up different object size in the sky, and you see here in Sanford and Kennebunk, where you have the different brighter colors, that is showing freezing rain and a little bit of sleet. North of that, Biddeford North right now, it is snow, where it is a solid color. So that is just what's happening right now as I'm recording this. That's going to change throughout the day, okay? So we're going to see changes. It's going to fluctuate, and it's not going to stay that way the whole time. Here's a look at the hour-by-hour forecast, and I want to show you what's going to be happening here. So we've got snow throughout the morning, mixing in with freezing rain, and then tonight we get a lull. This afternoon, it clears out. Watch out for some black ice. And then Saturday night into Sunday, a little bit more moisture comes in, a little bit of light snow through Portland while you're sleeping. And then Sunday morning before you wake up, this is round 2 of the storm. So the moisture comes back in. It goes over that colder, dense air at the ground level and trapped in the western foothills, heading up Carabasset Valley, Katahdin regions. This is round 2. So northern Maine now gets the snow, and the ice moves in, western foothills, pushing up north. And then it's all rain Sunday night to Monday for the coast, pushing in up towards Augusta and down east. So multiple phases here. We've got moisture coming down the weather highway, and that's going to mean that this is not going to stay the same precip the entire time. So these cameras are going to change. Caribou is clear now. Bangor clouds, little light snow at most. Eastport cloudy. Lewis and Auburn snow. Portland snow. Those cameras are going to change. So here's my updated snowfall map. Up to 2 inches most of the state. But we got that 2 to 4 inches where I put in for southern and western Maine, Carabasset Valley. 4 to 8, a very thin stripe there from Freiburg over to Portland back into Casco Bay. And then this goes through 8 o'clock Monday. So this is the whole 2 rounds of ice. So I've got basically up to 1/10 of an inch for a good chunk of the state. But heading west, western foothills, 1/10 to 1/4, and 1/4 to 1/2 inch, especially western mountains, heading up Carabasset Valley, up towards Jackman, Rangeley. Watch out there total ice, freezing rain and sleet. Not all of this is going to be accretion. Not all of this is going to be like paint that's going to weigh down lines, but there definitely will be ice with this storm. Not a major ice storm, but certainly something to watch very closely for power outages. On Nappy's notes, there's 2 rounds of wintry precip, one happening right now, snow and ice, a little rain, but mostly it's snow and ice. And then it's ice and rain tomorrow into Monday as it changes over with that warm air coming up from the south. A wintry mix today, mountains 36, inland 39, coast 34. This is not going to be very heavy, this precip. It'll be watch out for freezing drizzle. It's the northeast wind at 10 to 20. That will keep things on the chilly side, and watch out untreated surfaces tonight. A wintry mix to the south. Northern Maine still clear. Temperatures cooling off quite a bit. 22 in the mountains. Watch out for the ice again. It is going to be for tomorrow where we get into more of that precip coming in from the south. So for the mariners, it's relatively quiet. Don't even expect a small craft. Seas generally around 2 to 3 feet. Here's your new mountains 10-day forecast. Sunday, it is snow to ice, and then ice to rain Monday. We get to 52. Another storm on Thursday, relatively light, but I'm tracking it very closely, a wintry mix. And another brief burst of precip on Sunday, April 6th. And then Monday, a few snow showers. So there's opportunities here for wintry precip. We're certainly not done with winter. April is a winter month in Maine. That's a friendly reminder if you're not from around here, if you're from away, all good. But this is the way it is here in Maine. Winter likes to hang on for an extra, about 6 weeks on average, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. Rain showers on Monday inland. So we have that wintry mix over to rain. Eventually the ice goes away. We clear out Tuesday, Wednesday. A good day to do some errands, get outside after a break from the storm. Then we got some ice over to rain Thursday. I'm watching that very closely. Another opportunity there in the western foothills for ice. And then for the weekend, we start off dry and end with more wintry precip. For the coast, 38 rain showers Sunday. So this coast is done with the ice on Sunday. Really by Sunday morning, it starts to go away. Rain on Monday, 55. No 60s yet. I'm going to hold off of 60s. Rain showers, though, on Thursday. No ice there. And then there's an opportunity for a mix of Sunday. So we're still stuck in the winter pattern. Still a mix, but it's over to rain. So we're starting to try to turn the corner. Go to nappycast.com for the latest updates on the storm.